Hello and welcome to this art tutorial. So we're still trying as hard as we can to simplify the corpus in order to reduce the future sparse matrix of features as much as possible, and so far we put all the words in lower cases, we removed all the numbers and removed all the punctuation, and in today's tutorial we're going to remove all the non-relevant words of our reviews. So what is a non-relevant word? It's, for example, this word here. Indeed, if we know that this first review, "Wow, love this place," is a positive review, it's not thanks to this word, it's of course thanks to the loved word. So that means that this word here is not a relevant word, and so it's totally non-relevant for us and not useful to include it in the future sparse matrix. That will be nothing else than the matrix of features and the outcome whether the review is positive or negative. So that's what we'll do in this tutorial. We will remove all these non-relevant words and we will update our corpus of reviews by removing all these words. Alright, so same as before, very simply, we take this line, copy and paste it below, and in this line we're going to replace remove punctuation by remove words. But that's not all. This time it's not as simple as before. We need to add something which is something that will specify which words we want to remove, and actually there is a built-in list of non-relevant words that is called stop words, and that basically contains all the non-relevant words like this, all other articles, prepositions like and, or, well, you know, all these words that don't help the machine learning algorithm figure out if a review is positive or negative. So this list of non-relevant words in the stop words list is practically always used in natural language processing because indeed these words will never help you or your algorithm to classify your text, so you will most of the time use it, and therefore that's a very important step, because of course that simplifies the corpus and reduces the future sparse matrix very much. So as I just said, this is not what we only need to input in this tmmap function. We need to input a third parameter, and that corresponds to the words we want to remove, that is all the non-relevant words, and these words are in this stop words function. Alright, so basically this returns all the words that are not relevant for our model, and therefore thanks to this function here, we will remove all the words returned by this stop words function. Alright, so that's all for this line of code, but we need to add a little something, well, especially for you if you're doing natural language processing for the first time, which is a library that we need to install and import to be able to use this stop words function, because this function is not included in the default package of R, so we need to install the required package to use this function. And this package actually has a funny name. It is called Snowball C, and so let's now install this package. So we can, copy this line, paste it here, and in this quotes here in the parentheses, we input snowball, so it's spelled this way, snowball, and then C. Alright, so right now it's in comment, but check in your packages list if you already have this snowball package, we never know. And if you don't have it, well, you can execute this line without the comment to install the package. Alright, and now of course as usual we will import the package automatically thanks to this library function. So we will same copy this line, paste it below, and replace tm by actually snowball C. Alright, snowball C. Now the required package are installed and imported to be able to use this stop words function. So everything is all good. And now let's try it on the first review, because the first review contains some irrelevant words like this here. It might be the only word that is removed because, wow might not be a word of the stop words list, because the stop words list is a list of common words like articles and prepositions, common words but irrelevant words, and wow is not common, so it might not be removed, but definitely this will be removed because this is a common and non-relevant word. So let's check it out. We will select this line and execute. Here we go, and now let's have a look at the first review by pressing the up arrow. Here it is, let's press enter, and as I just said, this was removed. So now the first review becomes wow, loved place. And even if we really simplify the review, now it doesn't look the same as the original review. Well, we can still understand that it's a positive review, and especially our machine learning model will understand it very well. And that will be thanks to this loved word here, which is a word that, of course, might be present in some other reviews, which themselves will be positive reviews as well. So that's how our machine learning algorithm will understand that love indicates a positive review, and therefore that's all it needs to establish that kind of correlations. And this is totally unuseful, and we were right to remove it. Alright, so that's done for this step. That was another very important step, but that's not all. In the next tutorial, we will do another very important step, which is the stemming step. And so I'll explain you what it is and how we perform this new cleaning step in the next tutorial. Until then, enjoy machine learning!